Suburbs in the Northwest Metro have been taking steps to remove decades-old language from property deeds. The Just Deeds project says they've helped more than 730 homeowners remove discriminatory covenants from property deeds, and now another suburb is taking action. Plymouth has joined the Just Deeds Coalition, which means residents will be able to remove any discriminatory covenants at no cost to homeowners. Reporter Shannon Slatton sat down with Paul Johnson, organizational development and equity partner from the city of Plymouth, to talk about what residents need to know.
Just Deeds is, a coalition of cities, real estate developers, lawyers that have come together to address systemic racism in housing, specifically addressing discriminatory covenants in property titles and deeds in both residential and commercial housing. These discriminatory covenants are essentially language in a property title or deed that is discriminatory in nature towards anyone based on their race, ethnicity, or religion.
Why did Plymouth want to get involved and do this?
Well, recently we developed some new strategic themes, and one of them is being a city of choice. And that includes creating equitable and inclusive policies. So generally speaking, just creating a more welcoming and inclusive community for all people, and clearly having these covenants is in direct conflict with that, right? So we want to make sure that anyone moving to Plymouth feels welcome, and if anyone, a family moves in and sees this on their deed, it's not going to feel welcoming to them. So by publicly condemning and discharging these covenants, it sends a message to our current residents and future residents that we're a welcoming community. And also it really kind of starts a conversation around history of systemic racism in housing.
Sure. Now, if a resident is sitting at home and watching this and they don't know if there's any language in their housing documents, what do they need to do?
Well, most likely, if you have this covenant on your property title, you probably have already received a postcard about it. So we've done a lot of the work for the residents through the Mapping Prejudice project with the U of M. They've already looked through covenants and deeds to identify which homes most likely have these covenants on their deeds. So in Plymouth, we've sent out postcards to 245 identified households. And so if you've received a postcard, it'll have step-by-step directions for what to do next if you do want to discharge the covenant from your property title. And we've already had, in I think 2 weeks it's been since we've sent out the postcards, we've already had 11 households identify that they're interested in discharging the covenant. So we've already had a very positive response to this.
So do they just give you guys a call at City Hall and you kind of take it up from there?
So it'll through our website, you can go to plymouthmn.gov/justdeeds. We'll have the step-by-step directions, and essentially there's an application form that you fill out to start the process. And what will happen after that is Just Deeds will pair you with a pro bono lawyer. So this is all for free at no cost to the homeowner. And this lawyer will help you through the legal process of discharging it from your covenant. And then after that, it's we'll have future engagements as well. We're hoping to have a town hall and future education about this, but for now, it's just the discharge process.
Sure. Probably a pretty rewarding and interesting thing to be involved with as well as a city employee.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've already had some folks express some interest in, not even knowing this existed. And so I think it's really starting a really great educational opportunity for many people to learn about these covenants and the history and what people can do about it in the present as well.
Good conversation to have. Paul Johnson with the City of Plymouth. Yeah. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
And following the Fair Housing Act of 1968, discriminatory covenants legally cannot be enforced. Meanwhile, Plymouth residents can expect a bump in their utility bills next year as the city starts an organics recycling program. The City Council approved the program this past week. Republic Services will provide residents with curbside organics recycling. Organics include food scraps, non-recyclable paper like pizza boxes, and BPI-certified utensils and containers. Residents who opt in will get new carts in late February. Citywide service and billing will start in March. Prices for organic service can range from $3 to $6 per month, and prices depend on how many people opt in. State statute requires all residents to be charged, even if they don't use the service. People in Maple Grove and Crystal can now renew their license tabs and pick up their groceries all in the same trip. Minnesota's Vehicle Services Division rolled out vehicle registration kiosks at 6 Cub stores, including in Crystal and Maple Grove. The kiosks allow people to renew their license tabs by either scanning the barcode on their renewal notice or by answering a few questions about their vehicle.
Our deputy registrars do a phenomenal job. Some of the offices are very busy. Some of them are able to get customers in and out pretty quick. But it's really that another mode for consumers to be able to renew their vehicle registration.
The kiosks take debit and credit cards. Now that cold weather has descended upon the Twin Cities, crews are hard at work making Maple Grove look like a winter wonderland. The ice castles along Main Street are beginning to take shape, and as long as the temperature consistently stays below freezing, a series of sprinklers will run continuously to form the ice that crew members need to build the castles.
A lot of excitement's happening around the city in anticipation of this, and now that it's actually coming to fruition, I think the anticipation of excitement just continues to build.
Tickets for the ice castles are now on sale. Local tourism officials hope to have the attraction open by mid to late December.
It was a great fall for volleyball in the Northwest Suburbs, capped by Wayzata's 4th straight state title. Jay Wilcox presents the CCX All-Area Volleyball team.
We'll start our dynamic CCX All-Area Volleyball team with a superb setter. Wayzata senior number 10 Stella Swenson led the Trojans to an unbeaten season in the Class 4A title. The University of Minnesota recruit had 877 set assists, 63 aces, and 215 digs. Swenson was two-time Metro Player of the Year and Ms. Baden Volleyball and is one of the state's best ever players. Number 3 Reese Axness of Champlain Park is another outstanding setter. Axness had 911 assists, 52 aces, and 175 digs for a Rebels team that was in the top 3 in the rankings most of the season and was runner-up to Wayzata in Section 5. The All-State pick has committed to Ball State. Number 22 senior Audrey Waterman set and hit opposite for Maple Grove. The Crimson Player of the Year, Waterman had 421 assists, 159 kills, and 208 digs, while earning all-conference honors and was named to the AVCA All-Region team. She's headed to Concordia St. Paul's. Our outside hitters include number 13 Olivia Swenson of Wayzata. The senior was a two-time All-Metro and All-State player for the Trojans. Olivia had 354 kills, 198 digs, and 28 aces, and may be the best left-side hitter in the state. Like her sister, Olivia Swenson will play for the Gophers. Number 7 Carly Gilk was a fantastic right-side hitter for Champlain Park. The junior earned first-team All-Metro and All-State honors, racking up 418 kills, 222 digs, and 50 ace serves. Gilk is verbally committed to Minnesota. Number 15, Maya Jennings of Hopkins, is a great leaper and attacker. She helped the resurgent Royals to an 18-win season. Jennings had 344 kills, 301 digs, and 45 aces. She'll play for Bethune-Cookman. Number 25, Erica Lee, had a strong senior season for Benilde St. Margaret's. The school's career leader in blocks, Lee had 349 kills, 40 blocks, and 118 digs. She was Red Knight's offensive MVP and All-Metro West Conference. Number 17, Avery Jesuits, provided another great weapon for Wayzata. Jesuits had her best season as a senior, earning All-State and All-Conference honors, with 227 kills, 220 digs, 52 aces, and 43 blocks. She's considering D1 offers. Our middles include number 17, Jade Evans of Osseo. The junior had 319 kills and 64 blocks while earning all Northwest Suburban Conference honors and providing great leadership to the Orioles. Number 27, Katie Kelsenberg of Wayzata, sometimes gets overlooked on a talent-filled squad, but she can play. The junior had 105 blocks, 208 kills, and 34 aces while earning all tournament honors at state. She's committed to George Mason. Our defensive specialists liberos include number 9, Caitlin Erickson of Champlin Park. The senior had 328 digs with 561 service receptions while earning all Metro and all state honors for the 24-win Rebels. Rounding out our squad is number 5, Bianca Nister of Wayzata. The senior libero had 271 digs with 90 assists and 27 aces, and was named All-Lake Conference and All-Tournament team at state. She's headed to UC Santa Barbara. What a group, the CCX All-Area Volleyball team. These girls also had strong seasons. The honorable mention picks for volleyball. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.